Briefly describe some of the efforts you've made in the last couple of years.
Well, if it can burn, get rid of it. So what I did is an electrical chainsaw. Let's see, there was lots of poison oak. I went through a lot of gloves and I threw them away because you can only use them once. I just did like 10 square feet a day and just kept going at it. And I figured that's, we're all in the same boat. Might as well make it good for everybody, and that's how I think it worked out. But it was basically a, I'll show them what I can do. I'm retired, so.
Yeah, it was those efforts. It was those efforts that Wayne made behind his house over the last couple of years. When the firefighters went back there, at first they were saying there's no way, until they got behind there and saw the clearing that you'd done behind the homes, and they decided to stay. So that's one thing to be said about brush clearing. I was in contact with Caroline Brown from the Fire Safe Council that day at 5 o'clock of the fire, and we maintained communication every day, several times a day, during the week. There were homes that used fire gel. Caroline, how many homes did we?
I think there are at least 6 that applied fire gel.
6 that we know of used the fire gel. Caroline, do you have anything to add to the response here?
I want to add to what Wayne, my neighbor on Alta Vista Drive, had to say, because when the U.S. Forest Service backed trucks in to spend the night down there, not only did they look at the brush clearance that he had done, we had done a lot of clearance through dead brush in our oak trees, rather, or dead limbs in our oak trees. My husband had applied his talents to putting up window coverings with bare hardybacker. We have a sample of it for you out here to see. And we had laid out our thermogel as well. So the homeowners that applied it themselves before they left, some just left the thermogel out in case they their homes were more threatened and the firemen could apply it for them. It has been known to have happened in the past that firemen have come up, seen the efforts the homeowners made, and then applied the fire gel for them if they had to leave in advance of that.
Ironically, tonight's meeting was to talk about ember intrusion and things you can do, such as what Caroline said about the window coverings. We'll do it next time. We had a total of 28 different fire departments that helped us at the fire. They include United States Forest Service Angeles, United States Forest Service San Bernardino, U.S. Forest Service Cleveland National Forest, Los Angeles County Fire Department, Los Angeles City Fire Department, Pasadena Fire Department, Glendale, Burbank, Monterey Park, City of Laverne Fire Department, CAL FIRE, also formerly known as CDF, Monrovia Fire, Arcadia, San Bernardino City, San Diego Fire Rescue, State OES, Ventura County Fire, Santa Barbara County Fire, Camp Pendleton Fire Department, Santa Monica Mountain National Parks, Redlands Fire Department, Bureau of Land Management, Anaheim Fire Department, Orange County Fire Authority, and the Oceanside Fire Department. Quite a response. And they were all happy to be here, and all of them said they'll come back tomorrow if invited. So where are we now? Here's some, these might be a little out of order, but here's a sign that was posted in front of one of the houses where they had fire gel, and they applied it at 4 a.m. on the 28th. It's covering the windows. It got close. You notice the fire hose that's up on the ridge there, that completely surrounded the fire all the way to the top of the mountain. You'll notice the green pasture over here and the fire down below. It's brush clearance. Fire went right up to it. Where we talked about ladder fuels and keeping the trees trimmed up off the ground. It works. Okay, the fire burned right up to it and stopped. Another example looking from down below. This is the One Carter project, burned right to it. This is a cold trail. This cold trail runs the entire parameter of this fire, all the way to the top of the mountain. Of course, we had crews sitting up here all week. You can see them over on Sunrise Hill at the very end there. These were taken last Friday, I believe. And those are those ants we saw up on the hill. We had people all over this hill. Friday we had 100 people on the hill, believe it or not. There's that magical red line that we saw painted in there that afternoon. If you look closely, you see that little yellow line going to the top? That's a fire hose. How many of you received this notice Thursday before the fire? It said the 2008 fire season is here. I swear I had no idea. These cards were delivered Thursday before the fire. Brush abatement starts May 1st. And it will start May 1st. Those of you who think we're out of the woods, so to speak, we're not. So there's still a lot of brush on these hillsides. There's a lot that didn't burn. Right down to some of the homes. I know 5 homes that really don't have to worry about it. Up on Skyland, you're looking pretty good this year.
I still got half my yard to clear.
Do you? Okay. A lot of them up there, you know, relax this year a little bit. When it comes to clearing brush, we'll talk about. Bruce will tell you whether you need to relax later or not. Another thing we discovered during the fire is to the exact impact the parking problem in the canyon has. Yes, vehicles were towed that night in order to make way. This is an issue that we're going to be addressing in the near future, so stand by for that. Now I'm going to turn this over to Bruce Inman to discuss our next challenge.